it going. I'm going to talk over it, please. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. We're so excited to have you here today. I am going to ask of you one simple thing throughout the day. That each time we introduce a speaker, you get up on your feet because it takes so much energy to be here, and I want to feel your energy. So music, please, as loud as you can. Everybody on your feet. All we're going to do together is a simple two-step. So everybody, show me your two-step. And it's such a great song because we're on fire today. I mean, I tried to wear a dress.
You are definitely on fire.
Woo! All right, everybody, just a little more energy. Come on, you can do it. I know it's 9 o'clock, but we got great coffee. Yeah. And I'm just so happy you all made it out today on this rainy day. There we go. That's all I needed. Thank you. Thank you. Take your seats. So great that you made it out here today. We put so much work and effort into this event for all of you. So this year, on World Obesity Day, we have a theme each year. And this year's theme is, let's talk about obesity and fill in the blank. And we were meant to fill in the blank of what is important to us and what we may be struggling with. And so this year, I decided to fill in the blank with loneliness. Let's talk about obesity and loneliness. And not just the loneliness, which is part of the human condition when we live in this crazy modern world, but the unique loneliness that people with elevated weight face each and every day. The World Health Organization has come out and said that loneliness is a health risk. It affects our mental health, it affects our physical health, it affects our longevity, our general well-being, and can be as serious as smoking. So when we think about the weight of loneliness that people living with this disease face, it is often driven by the, I hate to say it, this belief that obesity is a moral failing. And when you live in a world where your worth is measured by your size, which means the bigger my size, the less that I'm worth, society whispers, then how do I find my place? How do we find our place? How do we assert our worthiness? And how do we make those meaningful connections that reflect back our magnificence? So I want you to think about that today. As we try to conquer the shadow of loneliness today, let's ignite the spirit of community. And if you can relate to the sting of solitude, this is your call to action. You are the steward of your community. You are the leader of your community. Because communities are not just a bunch of individuals coming together. It's really a tapestry of rituals and traditions, and that's why we do this every year, and celebrations of milestones, which we're going to do a little later on with Dr. Sandy Van. And community is the reason why Obesity Matters exists. We wanted to create a safe space for all of you, where you feel special, where you feel valued, and where you feel loved. And I'm certain that Dr. Sean Wharton will speak about love later on. Because we understand the importance of creating initiatives that reflect back to you your worthiness. So let's start the day together. We're going to learn, we're going to laugh, and most importantly, we're going to dance. And I'm going to hand it over to Rachel, my vice chair.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. I actually also want to add to what you were saying. I think some of you in here that have been part of a lot of the webinars that we've been running maybe already heard me say this, but I would also like to say on the theme of World Obesity Day, let's talk about obesity. And for me, that would be let's talk about obesity and living in rural and remote locations. You know, we have this incredible gift when we live in remote places of the beautiful outdoors all around us. Access that, you know, only people in the city would only dream of. And that's wonderful, and it is a beautiful space to connect with. But the challenge is when you have things like food scarcity. and certainly a food scarcity around green leafy vegetables, which we know we all want to eat a little more of. But then also think about access to healthcare and treatment options. Those are really challenging. The complexities of those kinds of things in rural places far surpasses when you live in a city. So we've got some challenges to think about, and to me, that's really worth talking about. How do we find solutions for that? So I think we have a little video. Do we have a video that actually shares some more of these stories? Let's kick that up.
Let's talk about obesity and love.
Talk about obesity and mental health.
Let's talk about obesity and acceptance of self and of others.
J'ai envie de te parler de l'obésité, mais aussi de la confiance en soi.
Let's talk about obesity and its impact on our well-being. Whoa.
Let's talk about obesity and the power of community.
J'aimerais parler de l'obésité et du continuum de celle-ci.
Obesity awareness.
Let's talk about obesity and emotional wellness.
La reconnaissance de l'obésité comme une maladie est encore un problème réel actuellement aujourd'hui.
Let's talk about obesity and living in a rural and remote location.
Obesity and disability.
امروز راجع به اضافه وزن خانم‌ها صحبت کنیم.
This World Obesity Day, let's celebrate everyone.
That's great.
That was a great little video. We're both in it, and I see some familiar faces in there as well. There's a lot of topics in there that are really tough, challenging topics, and actually that's some of the things that we're going to cover here today. So welcome to everybody, and in case you don't know about Obesity Matters, I just wanted to share with you our vision, which is to create a future of weight acceptance, where health and happiness are a priority. And we try to do that every day in all of the programs we put forward, and certainly we have thought about all of that and bringing that together in creating the amazing day that lies ahead for all of us. So I just want to take a moment to not only welcome the audience here in person, but also we have quite the interesting, diverse community joining us online as well. And I wanted to give a shout out to our online hosts, Nadia from Denmark, Brenda from British Columbia, and then kind of bridging two of the worlds, we have the lovely Jen in the corner over here, and also Jamie. I'm not sure where she is, but she will also be helping moderate online for us. So thank you, everybody, for doing that, and welcome to our online audience.